Hi guys, it's Nat from Pilates Center WA. Today we're going to be doing an all levels mat workout using the foam roller. Okay, if you don't have a foam roller and you still want to follow along, all the repertoire can be done without it. No problems, it'll still be a great workout. So we want to start off with our feet hip distance apart. All right, arms relaxed down by the sides. And we want to start to warm up the arms. Now this arm position is going to come back with the foam roller. So pay attention to what's happening with your shoulders here. Lifting the pubic bone, floating the crown of the head up, and just noticing where your rib cage is at. I tend to flare mine forward a little bit. So just notice where you're at. Try to stack yourself back over your feet. And then just close your eyes for a moment and tune in to what's happening on the mat. So big toe, little toe and heel are balanced between the right and the left. Okay. There's a scooping sensation of our belly. Take a couple of big breaths, maintaining that posture, floating the crown of the head up. And then just blinking the eyes open. And we're going to exhale and externally rotate the arms. So the palms face forward. And then internally rotate. So I'm going to face front on, externally rotating, and internal rotation. Just a little bit. So when we do this, we should feel a spreading of our collarbones, a widening of the front of the chest. Slight connection of the shoulder blades behind your back. We're going to do that one more time. Okay, maintain that spiral connection. Really turn the thumb out. Then we're going to go into a W. So thumbs to shoulders. Keep that rotation. Reach out to the side. And then float the arms up, melting those shoulder blades down your back. And relax the arms down by your sides. So another 2 times there. External rotation. W position. Reach finger to finger. Really reach. Float up, shoulders melt down the back. And relax. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Beautiful, guys. One more time on your own. Beautiful. Let the arms stay by your sides. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, nodding your chin to your chest, softening the knees if needed, and just taking a nice, slow, gentle roll down just to the knees. So when you get to your knees, you should still have your pelvis completely upright. Okay, you may have to bend a bit more to help. You may have straight legs here. So from here, without losing that connection, I want you to reach down to the mat with your right arm, and release, and reach down with your left, and release. So notice I'm not collapsing as I do that. So still maintaining that upright pelvis. You'll feel your rib cage wanting to twist, let it. Head's just gently following without any effort. One more to each side. Last one there. And then continuing your roll down just before your end range. So just before you lose your abdominal connection, tuck that chin actively back in again, and then breathing out, letting go, and connecting to the floor. So you might have to bend your knees significantly to get that connection. Right hands or fingertips, looking between your knees, breathing out, lifting the tailbone up, breathing in and bending. Breathe out, lift the tail, breathe in and bend. Another 3 times. Don't force it. Hold that last one. Beautiful. I want you guys to let your hands float up. We're going to join the heels together at the bottom. So we're in first position, little V. Spiral those thigh bones out. Zip those inner thighs and scoop the belly and restack the spine all the way up. Once we're up, All right, we're going to float the heels and lower. Okay, hands on the hips or out to the side. Perfect, guys. Squeezing those heels together, keeping the spiral of the thigh bones. We've got another 3. I'm just going to turn to face you guys for another view. Keep that squeeze. All right, on our next one, we're going to lift, hold, keep the spine nice and upright. We're going to go into a little plie and stand up nice and tall. Okay, so keeping the spiral, keeping those heels glued together so you always feel those adductors fired up. Awesome, guys. Go as low as you feel comfortable, okay, without the bum sticking out. So keeping that neutral pelvis. We're going to go one more time. Hold it up there, a little challenge if you want to take it. Leave the heels up or put them down. We're going to nod the chin to the chest. Keep the squeeze. Oh, this is going to be a challenge for me today. All right. And roll down nice and slow. Usually you can only get about halfway down with this one. Nice, guys. You'll feel your feet working hard, your legs working hard. Either leave your heels up or lower them down in between, whatever works. Reconnect those inner thighs, scoop that belly up, take your time. You're going to be getting wobbles just like me. Keep scooping, keep lifting. Beautiful, and relax down. So we're nice and alive and woken up with our feet and our body. We're going to put our foam roller lengthways on the mat. Come and take a seat right to the front. All right, might lift up a little bit on you, that's okay. Feet hip distance apart. All right, so you can do this without the roller, no problems. Arms are going to reach forward, pressing your feet into the mat. We're going to breathe out and roll the pelvis back and sit up nice and tall. So we want to try and imprint that lower back onto the roller. Moving a little deeper every time. Okay, careful you don't collapse into your head and your ribs. Beautiful, guys. Should be moving a little deeper again for our last 2. And last one, we're going to come all the way down. Don't worry if it ends up being a bit of a clunk. Okay, scoop, scoop, scoop. Control it all the way down. Head touches down on that roller. And we just reset our feet. So hip distance, wider is a little easier on the balance. Closer together is a bit more challenging. So you can always adjust your feet as you like. All right. If your neck doesn't feel quite right, just grab yourself a towel and just elevate it a little bit. So arms are going to come up to the ceiling. I want to take a couple of breaths here. Breathing out, melting the rib cage around the roller, relaxing those sit bones. We're in our neutral position here, okay? So keeping that connection of the upper body nice and heavy. We're going to breathe out and open the arms out wide and breathe in and come back up again. That feels pretty easy on your balance. Bring your feet closer together, okay? So use that inner thigh connection. It's meant to be a bit of a wobble challenge, guys. So if you're very stable, I encourage you to play with that a little bit. Beautiful. On the next one, we're going to open our arms wide. Okay, we're going to go into that W position without popping the ribs up. And then we're going to reach overhead and float the arms up. So this is what we did in standing. So palms face in. Stretch the fingers out. W position without the ribs popping up. Stretch overhead, shoulders melt down the back, and arms come up. We've got 2 more. Breathe out, open. Breathe in, W. Breathe out, extend. Keep that rib cage down and float up. 1 more time. Breathe out. In. Out and back up. Okay. From here, arms are going to come and rest down by our sides or you can leave them up. I would recommend grounding yourself for a moment. We're going to move into an imprint. So scooping that pubic bone to your belly button so you feel that contact of your lower back on the mat. Okay. And then opening your arms as needed. Going to press into one foot and lift the leg to tabletop and place it down. Okay. I quite like to come right up on my fingertips for a little bit of support. It also stops me from over bracing with my arms. Okay, but there's nothing wrong with being here either. So we press into the foot on the floor. We're alternating our legs. And as always, guys, you're trying not to let your pelvis rock from side to side. So it's staying nice and level. Keep melting those ribs down. Next time, so let's go one more, we end up with the leg at tabletop. We're going to hold it there. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to see how we go with relaxing the arms a little more. Okay. Press into that foot. Check your hips are nice and level. Mine just had a little party there. And we're going to breathe out and extend the leg away and breathe in and bring it back. So keeping that belly scooping in. Okay. You're going to tend to want to tip your pelvis away with your leg. So keeping that connection. Beautiful. That's still feeling good. Try bring the opposite arm. So I've got left leg, right arm, and just float it up. Beautiful. If all's gone well and you're still on your foam roller, you're going to stretch the arm and leg away from each other and bring it back. So watching the ribs and hips don't leave each other. So they stay connected. All right, we're going to do another 3. 2. Last one there. Bringing everything back to center, placing the arm down, placing the leg down, and off we go to the other side. So check your level, reset your imprint. I'm going to bring our opposite leg to tabletop, and we start by breathing out and just reaching away and in. Maintaining the balance across the hips. So you should feel like your sacrum is sitting in the center. Again, play with the arm position. Could you relax them a little bit? If you need to be here, that's okay. Push into the big toe on this opposite leg, guys. Okay, all going well on this side. We're going to just float that opposite arm up for a moment. Take a second and then reach. One side is always harder than the other. Keep scooping, melt those ribs. Good stuff, guys. Now, again, you don't have to take this next progression, but we're going to reach arm and leg away from each other and bring it back. So scoop it in and bring it back. Watch you don't pop that rib cage. Much harder for me on this side. We're going to go last 2. Last 1. Bring it back to center. Place the arm down first, wherever works. Place the leg down. All right, beautiful, guys, and just reset. So if you've run around a bit, okay. If you've got anything under your head, take it out now. So we're nice and flat. Arms, again, where you feel comfortable. All right, from here, we're going to scoop pubic bone to belly button. And we're going to roll those hips up into our bridge position. Okay, careful about coming too high because you might end up kind of in your chest with your chin. Okay, so taking a big breath in at the top, and on your exhale, use that foam roller as feedback. So sink down between your chest, rib by rib. All right, trying to get that lower back to release at the bottom. And we're going to go another 2. So big breath out. Rolling through the hips, pushing into those big toes so your knees don't splay. Roll it up. Send those knees away. Take a breath in and drop that sternum without losing your head position. Take it slow, right down the middle. Lengthen out. One more time. Beautiful, guys. Big toes. Lengthen away. You don't come super high. Long line from ribs to knees. And melt it down. Beautiful. Okay. From here, we want to come up into our chest lift. So again, play with the feet. Interlace the fingers behind the base of the skull and lift the elbows slightly. Tuck the chin. Find your imprint, and we're going to breathe out and curl ourselves up and breathe in and come back down again. So you won't be able to come super high on the roller. That's okay. If you're doing this without the roller, it's probably a fair bit more than this. Beautiful, guys. And another 2. All right. We're going to hold that last one. Beautiful. Hold it there. Reach that right arm up to the sky. And release a little bit. And reach. And release a little bit. I'm not lying down. I'm still in my chest lift. I'm just increasing a little bit of that lift and that rotation and letting go. Keep the pelvis level. Last 2. Watch the shoulder isn't coming up to the ear. 1 more. Hold. Place the hand behind the head. Level yourself up again. Opposite arm reaches up. And release. Again, you've got a better view of my shoulder here, guys. Make sure it's not coming up. All right, it comes around the side. So wrapping around through the side of the rib cage. Okay, looking slightly over to the right. Reach straight up. Don't lie down. Last 2. Last 1. 2 more. I lied. Can't count, guys. Last one there. Hold. Support the head. And lie yourself all the way back down again. Beautiful. Alrighty. Last little balance challenge. Okay. I'm going to take my feet a little wider because I know that this is going to be tricky for me. All right. I'm going to support the head again. I'm going to curl yourself up. And you can leave your hands where they are now, or you can reach them straight ahead, okay? From here, press into your feet and just lift one heel up and lower it down. And then opposite, okay? So keep the reach. You're just alternating that lift. Good, guys. Try lifting both heels up, lowering both heels down. Both heels up, both heels down. Your feet should feel light, like you were going to come to tabletop, but we're not because I can't today. Last 2, keep reaching. Last 1. Beautiful, guys. Reach a little further. Reach, 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 reach. Lower the heels. Roll it all the way down. Take a big stretch overhead. Let everything just go for a split second. And then relax, okay? Use your hands just to push yourself back up again. And we're going to take our roller and place it just behind the wings of the shoulders. Beautiful. Okay, so if you're not sure, bra strap, girls, is a great place to be. Otherwise, wings for the boys. We're going to support the base of the skull again. Feet still hip distance apart, okay? Nice neutral back, so we're not arching here. Okay, we're sitting just in that lovely neutral plane. So long line from the chest all the way down, all right, between legs. Elbows are going to wrap forward. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to curl ourselves around the roller. Inhale here and exhale, curling yourself back up again. Okay. Again, I want you guys just to take note of something here. When I lean back, okay, what you want to check is that you're not also letting the pelvis tip forward and flaring the ribs. I'm exaggerating that gravely. And when you curl up, you're not collapsing. So you're not collapsing that lower back. So let's try that again. Another 3 times. Off we go. curling around, watching the lower back doesn't follow. Take a breath in, curl yourself up all the way. Keep trying to push that foam roll away with your rib cage and back down. Perfect, guys. Last two. Again, watch that lower back and that pelvis moving. Awesome. Last one there. Holding that chest lift. Okay, the foam roller, guys, should feel relatively light. It shouldn't feel like you're pushing into it. Again, arms can reach forward if you like, and we're going to bring one leg up to tabletop and place it down. Stick with the same side. Okay, can be here if you prefer. All right, light, guys. If I said come off that foam roller, we should all be like, yep, that's a thing. Two more. Last one, hold. Hands behind the head if you're not there. Little twist and back. Again, guys, rib up and over to the opposite hip. Reach that elbow up. Beautiful, don't lie back. Two more. Last one. Return to center. Place the foot down. You haven't relaxed yet. No one's back here. Reset. And we bring the opposite leg up to tabletop. Again, if you want to be here, that does help keep your abdominals on and stop your neck from taking on any unnecessary load. Big breath out. Again, guys, notice I'm not collapsing every time that leg comes up. Yep. Don't let that lower back drop. Got another three. Keep reaching. Two. One. Hold. Support the head. And twist. Rib up and over. And coming back. You'll see my whole shoulder is off that roller, guys. So there's a different perspective there. Hips are level. Don't let them start to wander around. We've got another three. Two. One. Center. Place the foot down. And now just let go. So elbows wide. Don't worry about holding anything in. Just let it all open. Take a couple of nice big breaths there. And then for the last time, we're going to curl ourselves up. Okay, extending those legs out in front of you. Reach the arms forward and roll yourself up so you're nice and tall. Beautiful. All right, we're still going to stick with our foam roller, guys. So we're going to come and turn onto our belly. All right, you can do this again without the foam roller, no problems. And we want to start with the palms facing in towards each other. So long legs, they can be together or wide, whatever works. Okay, bit of a turnout just to get those glutes fired up and relax your forehead down. So to start with, belly is lifted. Okay, pubic bone is up so you can support that lower back. We're not dropping into the mat. And we are reaching that foam roller away to let the shoulder blades slide up and then sliding back down. So breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, sliding down. Okay, so you're slotting those upper arms back into the sockets again. You want to feel that shoulder blade wrapping around, guys. So notice it's not just ramming back. That's what that looks like. It's a wrap. It comes down and around. Okay. Next one, I want you to hold that little draw down. Okay, push down into your forearms, so into the sides. And then we're going to float the crown of the head up, looking towards the roller, keeping that press throughout, and lowering back down. Reach the arms, slide and connect, push down, float that head up, opening the chest, keep the ribs heavy on the mat, and back down. Okay, let's make that all a bit fluid. So now the shoulder blades come down, the head lifts, the chest is extending and opening. Come a little higher if it feels good for you, and back down again. Okay, legs are still long, belly is still lifted. Okay, breathing out and in. Last one, holding that position. So we're in our extension, okay, pressing into your left arm, okay, nice and solidly. We're going to take our right arm and float it up and lower down. Push into the right arm. Okay, try to stay looking at your roller or the end of your mat. When we lift the arm, guys, we're trying not to rock on our ribs or our pelvis. Okay, if this is too strong overhead, go wider. All right. So good connection through those back muscles. It is much harder than it looks. Beautiful, guys. And then from here, we're going to try and hold that connection. We're going to float our arms up, circle all the way back, and let them rotate. Place them down, come down. Shoulder blades down, head and chest lift, float up, spiraling back. Good workout, this one. Coming all the way back through, rest, and bring it down. We've got two more. Belly in, connect, roll it up, float, spiral around. It's like butterfly for any of you that have been swimmers in a past life. Oh, that one was hard. Last one, belly in. Push. Don't lose that connection. Those back muscles are working hard. Hold. Okay, come down a little lower. Okay, so the bottom ribs are still on, but we're not so high. And we're going to pump those arms. Breathing in and out. Not out here, squeezing them alongside. Belly is still lifted. Reverse hundreds, long back of the neck. Watch those shoulders haven't collapsed. 5, 4. Just keep stretching the crown away and the feet. 2, 1. Hold, reach, and come all the way down. Nice work, guys. Hands on either side of the chest. Press yourself up into a 4-point position and just reset. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Our shoulders are now prepped, ready to rock and roll for some weight bearing. So spread your fingers out. Really focus on index finger and thumb grounding into the mat. That'll turn on your shoulder blades for you. And I want you just to stretch your head and tail away, okay? Check that you haven't just let that mid-back sag. So lifting up through those deep abdominals and just drawing up those bottom ribs ever so slightly. Good, let's go for it. So pressing into our hands, we're gonna slide our right leg out and bring it in. Same side. And bring it in. Okay, grounding hand and knee on the opposite side. As you guys just saw, I just took my hand away. If that is feeling comfortable for you, you can bring that left arm out to the side. Beautiful. All right, hold the leg out. Place the arm down without collapsing your pelvis. Slide your other leg out to meet it for a moment and switch. So right knee is down. If you chose it, opposite arm, otherwise leave it where it is. Reset, push into that foot and bring it in, okay? So you can see my toes are tucked, guys, but if you can slide, that's okay too. All right, keeping the belly lifted. Arm wherever you feel appropriate. Gonna go for another 2. And on that last one there, we're gonna hold it out Keep the toes tucked. Hand comes down. Reset. Other leg goes to follow. Bring the legs together. Okay? And then keeping that connection, we go knees down and knees up. Okay? Knees down, knees up. Notice I'm not knees down. Okay? So keeping that belly lifted. 2 more. Last one. We stay. We untuck the toes. We push the mat away into a child's pose. Separating those knees back to hip distance. And then we come up into a little bit of a cat stretch. So scooping that pubic bone, curling the spine. Hands should be light. We're looking in between the knees. Taking a couple of big breaths there. And then rolling yourself up to high kneeling. Okay? Resetting if you need. Knees wide, knees together, hip distance. So pick something that works. I'm going to turn and face you guys because I think it'll be easier to follow. Okay? And we want to sit back to a shallow squat and press up. Okay? One hand between the hips, one hand resting on your lower back. That does give you really good feedback so you're not letting your belly pop out in front of you. Okay. Beautiful, guys. Only going to where your knees feel comfortable. And then on the next one, we want to go down and curl that pelvis back up again. Okay, so same squat. Scooping that pubic bone up, lifting the spine so everything draws up. Okay, and then come back down. So you will feel your quads fire up, but we're trying to get that deep abdominal connection there as well. Perfect, guys. 2 more. I'm just going to change position. Beautiful. Curl it through. Last one. Curl it through. Now keep that curl. Okay. Both arms reach forward. And only if this feels good for your lower back. Otherwise, keep going with what we just did. We're going to reach our left arm up and around. Touch the heel if that works. And come back. Okay? I like a wider stance for this one. Opposite side, like a little cartwheel, little back bend type moment. And back. Okay? Abdominals working. You're squeezing your glutes to press them forward. Beautiful, guys. And back up. One more to the other side. And back up. And then staying in your high kneeling position. Float the arms up. Melt the shoulders. Breathe out to rotate to one side. And breathe in to come back to center. Breathe out. We open and reach. Pelvis stays facing forward. Inhale. Perfect, guys. One more to each side. Breathing in. Watch those hips. Finishing up to the left. Coming all the way back to center. Relaxing those arms down. Nodding your chin. Rolling yourself down. Don't let those hips shift back. Don't let those hips shift back until you can't go anymore. Land it down, lengthen out. Tuck the toes under. Okay, so reset. Spread those fingers. Lift the knees up for a moment and press back into your downward dog and walk the hands or the feet in towards each other. Engage through your belly. Roll yourself up nice and slow. Beautiful. All right. From here, reset your feet. We're going to step our right foot forward. Okay. Can be out a little wider if your balance is a little bit compromised today. And I want you guys just to lift your back heel and bend your back knee. Good. So from here, we're going to sit back into a little squat. keeping the belly in, the chest extended, and then stand back up again. Nice and simple. Notice I'm not arching my back. So all the drive, guys, is coming off the front leg. Yes, I'm extending my back leg, okay, but I'm not pushing with it, okay? That's what it looks like if I push, all right? So driving through that heel, straight up. Beautiful, okay. So now that we've got the hang of that, and we're not doing these ones, okay, we're gonna sit back onto our next one, check the hips are aligned, float over that front leg a little bit more. So this back leg is getting nice and light. Okay, see if you can lighten it even more. Good, guys. And if, and only if it's appropriate for you, you're gonna lift it up and place it down. Lift it up and place it down. Trying to square your hips up as best you can, staying in this front heel. Beautiful. You're gonna go 2 more. Last one there, hold it. Big step back, okay? Squaring yourself up. Strong legs. Back heel, I don't mind what it does. Mine's flat. If you're up, that's okay. Lengthen your spine. Little yoga moment. Come into prayer position. We're going to rotate towards that front leg and open the arms out. Come back to center. And square yourself up. So strong legs, strong back. Breathing out, rotating. Little reaching moment. Back to center and forward. One more, guys. Rotate, reach, center, forward. Big step. Hands on hips. Switch. Okay. So remember our first one, not a big stance. Organize your back leg, square up your hips, okay? Back heel lifts, and we breathe out and we sit into our little squat, and then driving off that front heel to stand up. Very important, guys, if you're not getting that glute connection, shorten your stance a bit and make sure you fully stand, okay? Pelvis has to actually follow through. If it's still half sticking out, you're not going to get that connection. Beautiful. Bending that back knee. Driving through. I'm going to adjust my foot because that doesn't work quite well enough for me in that glute connection. Perfect, guys. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Sit down. Shift a little bit forward, just so you're supported, but weight is in the heel, knee is tracking in line with that second toe. All right, find your support, float that back foot off and lower. Remember, you might have to come here, guys, for your balance. If it's really far back, it's really hard. So just have a play and lower. Belly is still in, spine is still long. Make sure you haven't ended up over here. Last 3, 2, 1. Halt. Big step back. Okay, big long lunge. Ground the heel or lift, whatever works. Find the length. Hands to the center of the chest. We rotate. Okay, trying to keep those hips level and open out. Back to center and through. Legs plugging into the ground. Open and center. Don't let those hips or knees move, guys. We've got 1 more. Center. Step, bring it through, relax those arms. Okay, take a nice big breath in, and on your exhale, chin to chest, slow roll down, keeping that belly connected. All right, taking your time, soften your knees as needed.
Beautiful, guys. Have a little hanging moment. You can shift forward into your toes and back. And then when you next feel ready, connecting into your feet, scooping up through that belly and just restacking your spine, bone by bone, all the way back up to standing. Big breath in one more time, chin to chest, slow roll down. Soften the knees as you need to. Good, guys. Have a hang and scoop and roll.
Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed that, guys. It should be accessible to everybody. Remember, you can do that whole workout without your foam roller, and we look forward to seeing you guys soon for another Matwork flow. Thanks, guys.